Nemchenko be
well, George,
because you lose don't mean you suck. You know what I'm saying?
Let me say suck.
Nemchenko lost his second pro fight against a guy who was a lot of experience, very dirty fighter, very good fighter at the time. Orlando, what was it? Orlando what?
Orlando Salido.
But Orlando Salido now he would have killed him. But
why didn't he rematch him then?
He lost to Lopez.
Why didn't he rematch Salido?
Because at that time Salido lost.
No, but I'm saying, why didn't he run it back?
But at that time he was a champion. Nemchenko's about a guy. He wants to go after the belt. He wants to go after whoever's the champion. He wants to go, and you got to respect somebody like that, bro.
That's not accurate, my brother. And here's my problem with Lomachenko. Lopez
gave Lomachenko a good fight, right? And Lomachenko could say his shoulder hurt it, whatever. Watch when Lomachenko fought Kambosos, right? Watch how Lomachenko beats Kambosos.
He's not going to make the Kambosos fight. He's ducking bullets in the Ukraine right now.
Well, listen. I respect the guy who defends his country, bro. You gotta love that.
I respect it too. And let me tell you why HBO failed, because all of this is relevant. The Klitschko's, Lomachenko, Triple G, they have a lot of privilege. Want me to show you what I'm talking about? What's that say?
Go ahead.
What's that say? You see it?
Well,
it says he's 14-0 with 10 knockouts. That is an absolute lie.
When was that?
He was sitting in the audience on ESPN, and they put up his record, and I'm looking at that like that is not true.
Well,
the man lost his second pro fight. This is the privilege that Lomachenko has. It's the privilege that Triple G has. It's the privilege that the Klitschko's had, and that's why HBO failed. Instead of backing the people they were supposed to back. There's no reason why all of these guys should be running from Devin Haney, because that's exactly what happened.
Well,
Devin Haney was easy work.
Her HBO was Floyd Mayweather. That's what her HBO. When Floyd Mayweather left to Showtime, he took all his fighters with him. I'm saying to you, that's what her show on HBO. When he got the deal with Showtime and De La Hoya was promoting Mayweather at the time, whatever happened between De La Hoya, all the fighters that Mayweather had, he took them all to Showtime, and that's what her HBO at the time.
You think Larry Merchant didn't have anything to do with that?
Listen, Triple G is an awesome fighter. Klitschko's an awesome fighter. Nemchenko's an awesome fighter. But you can't play an HBO for putting them on. You got to, you know what I'm saying? That's HBO took a chance with them. They're good fight. You're gonna tell me Nemchenko is not an awesome fighter?
He's okay.
He's okay.
Come on, he can fight. I agree.
Guess what? Listen. All I wanted to see was him prove it. Devin Haney was right there.
Listen.
I'm not saying who I think wins, but I can't believe what you say when I see what you do. A lot of people saying, "Oh, well, he beats Devin Haney." This is boxing, fellas. How do we find out who beat who? Fight.
And you got to understand, Drew.
I like to see Devin Haney against Lopez. I used to see Devin Haney against what do you call it?
Wait, Teofimo Lopez? You said Teofimo Lopez? You want to see Devin Haney versus Teofimo? You don't T.O. ducked him, right?
Huh?
I'm not going to agree with you. No, I can't agree with that, bro.
Everybody ducked Haney. Why?
Nobody's ducking Haney.
Nobody's ducking. Oh shit! Here we go.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. I agree with Omar.
What does Haney got that they need to duck him? What they got?
I agree with Omar. I don't think.
One at a time. Go ahead, Jason. Go ahead.
I agree with Omar. I don't think anybody is ducking Devin. Devin is a hell of a fighter. I got nothing but props for him. He's a hell of a fighter, but a lot of things goes on behind the scene that we don't know about. It's not that people are ducking him. Maybe the deal just could not be made through the people behind him. I'm not going to say a fighter is ducking another fighter because, if that's the case, we can say Haney is ducking Tank.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, Jason. I'm gonna ask both of you a question. I
like to see Tank against Lomachenko. I can see.
He won, right?
I agree with you. I agree with you there. I'm gonna ask both of y'all. I'm gonna ask both of y'all the same question.
Okay.
Okay. Jason, you got 3 belts.
Yeah.
Omar got the last belt.
I got 5.
The winner between y'all become undisputed.
Right.
How do y'all figure that out?
Well, we gotta go back.
Wait, Jason.
We gotta go back to the people behind us. You know, if we got people behind us.
Hold on. There's one more belt left.
Right?
There's one more belt left to undisputed.
Who are you referring to?
I'm putting both of y'all in the same scenario.
Okay,
Let me
hold
on. Omar, you have the WBC. Jay got the IBF, the NABO. Let's say, what did it say? He got the IBF, the WBO, and the motherfucking WBA, right?
Uh-huh.
Now, y'all the last fight to undisputed.
Right.
What is the problem?
Well, I mean, see.
Wait, Jason, wait. Who are you referring to? Who's that fighter?
You have one belt left. Omar, you have the WBC.
Who has that belt?
You have the WBC.
Who are you referring to? What fighter?
Okay, I'm okay. In this
He's
scenario,
just using us as an example.
I'm using you and Jason in this scenario.
Lomachenko had the WBC, had the WBA, had the WBO. He fought Lopez because Lopez had the IBF. He lost.
Hey, you still need me.
Lopez became the undisputed champ. Where the fuck is Haney in this? Where?
He fought him for what?
No,
WBC what?
The
WBC what?
Look. Lopez had, Lomachenko had the WBC, had the WBA, had the IBF. Listen, Lopez had the IBF, Lomachenko had the WBC, WBA, WBO. He fought each other to become undisputed. Who won that fight? Lopez. So Lopez is the undisputed champ now.
How is he undisputed? He had the WBC.
Yeah, he got the WBC because Lomachenko had it.
No, he didn't. Omar, he did not.
Who had
it? He vacated it.
Hold on.
No, I can clear that up.
I can clear it up. It's not real.
Who had
That's
it?
what I'm saying.
Wait. Listen. Lomachenko got the real WBC belt. Right or wrong, Drew? Right or wrong?
No, he
title, right?
He didn't have it. He vacated it. He didn't vacate it. They took it from him.
Haney never fought for it, bro.
No, Haney never won it. Haney didn't win it.
I'm not going to hang up, man.
Drew,
you got to go, bro?
Jason.
Yeah.
All right, brother. I got you locked in, brother. Thank you. I got you locked in, brother.
Yeah. He gave you a belt. Here. You're the champion now?
Right. I agree with you. Haney didn't beat nobody for the WBC.
Hold on.
He didn't beat nobody.
He didn't beat nobody.
Who he beat for it?
Why didn't Lomachenko give him that opportunity, but he vacated a real belt, accepted a fake one, and fought Teofimo and lost?
See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Drew.
Let me answer that. First of all, Lomachenko won the WBC title from a champion. I forgot who he was. He beat for that title.
I forgot who he was.
Who Lomachenko beat for the WBC title at that way at that time? Who?
You tell me.
He beat somebody for it.
Because how did that person earn a shot against Lomachenko and
Wait.
You don't even know who he beat.
Lomachenko won the WBC, then he won the WBA, then he won the WBO, right? Haney was in the picture, right? He fought Lopez. He didn't have to strip the WBC belt. They made him franchise champion because he didn't want to fight Haney because nobody knew of Haney. So why should he fight Haney? That's the problem with boxing right now, bro. Just because somebody got a belt, they think crazy. A lot of people got belts. Nobody know who the hell they are.
Right. So how do you figure it out? You got to fight.
Yeah, but
what I'm saying, Omar, is Haney was robbed. Haney was robbed of an opportunity. He was robbed of an opportunity of his chance to become a legit champion. But it's justified by
we don't know that.
But we don't know that, Drew. By this. All of this conversation we're having.
Haney had to go to the top.
Haney was robbed of an opportunity. Lomachenko was that top guy, and Haney was right there. And he was denied an opportunity, and Lomachenko's duck move is justified by the business, and that's what's wrong.
Drew,
No, I agree. I understand, Drew. But we see, we're getting back to what's going on behind the scenes. See, us as we watching on the outside, we don't know what's going on behind the scene with these promoters and managers trying to make the fight. I mean, if you are offered an opportunity to fight, say Lomachenko has Devin Haney in line for a fight, but if things don't go right behind the scene that we know nothing about, it ain't gonna get made. It has to be where every party is satisfied to where the fight can be made. It could be something on Lomachenko's side that wasn't happy, or it could be something on Haney's side.
Let me tell you how that happened. I'm gonna tell you how that happened. All right. The franchise status, which isn't a real belt, it should never have been created. That is what we call in the industry a duck belt.
I agree.
The franchise status, the one that Lomachenko has, was the second one invented. It's not a real belt. It's a status. I don't know why they made it a belt. They should have made it a trophy or a coat or something.
All right, Drew.
Hold on one second, my brother. Hold on 1 second. Lomachenko became the franchise status, the champion.
Right.
Mauricio Suleiman said you have to request it. Lomachenko said I never requested it. But still in all, whether you requested it or Mauricio Suleiman offered it, you accepted it rather than fight who you were supposed to fight, which was Devin Haney.
Right.
He was supposed to fight him. I'm not saying who I think wins. I'm saying right is wrong is wrong. Jamal Charlo was supposed to fight Canelo Alvarez. He was in line, and then the franchise status was invented, and Canelo avoided Jamal Charlo. It's not right. It's not supposed to happen. But the business justifies it because Canelo's a money man and Lomachenko's loved unconditionally. I don't know why. I'm talking about the fairness of the sport. I'm not a super duper Charlo guy. I give them shit almost every day. All right, I'm mad cool with the Haneys. I got love for them, and all I want is for boxing to be correct. It was their turn, and they got dicked out of their turn because of the business.
Right.
It wasn't right. The belt is not real. It was Haney's turn.
Drew, you're right. I agree with you about that.